The Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. The Saints are 2-point favorites. Two teams coming off really tough losses. The Bucs may be a little bit more difficult than New Orleans, and both teams with a lot of injuries. Tampa Bay had about 14 players on the injury report last week, and hopefully their second gets better, but nothing can really take the sting away from that brutal loss against Atlanta. They're up 3 points. They block the field goal attempt, and then Bucky Irving fumbles, and then you intercept the ball. You're on the Atlanta 28, and then you can't get a first down. You lose 14 yards. You punt, and the rest is history there. Just a tough loss there for Tampa. Felt bad for Baker because he played mostly well for the most part in that game, and Tampa just not able to close the deal. New Orleans also with a bunch of injuries, including now Derek Carr with an oblique. Just a bunch of problems there. They got like 3 or 4 guys at center. It's a struggle here for New Orleans. And yeah, their offense, which was dynamic in the first part of the season, has now turned back into what we thought they would be. They're still able to have a couple big plays. They had the 50-yard touchdown in the game that Carr had for. So there are some moments, but yeah, they give up a lot of big plays. And shout out to Colleen Sanders, who had the highlight of the night with the one-handed pick, the big man rumble in there. That was great, but it was just not a very enjoyable night if you were a Saints fan, as New Orleans just really struggled there on the offensive side. And yeah, the defense was just bad too, as they let the Chiefs. Although it is the Chiefs, so you can't really blame them too much for that. Thought long and hard about this game. Actually thought about taking Tampa at one point, but I thought, you know what? If Carr's healthy, I think he's going to be okay. He did the post-game press conference. I think he's going to be fine. New Orleans is the better team. They're at home. I'm going to roll with New Orleans here and both these teams are suffering from injuries, but it seems like Tampa's being hurt a little bit more. I'm going to take New Orleans here. This is not again, two teams, coming off losses. Tampa does have more off time. Tampa has 14 days opposed to New Orleans, who has 6. But I'm going to roll with New Orleans here at home. I think they got the advantage there, and I think Derek Carr will be there, and I think he'll be healthy, and I think he'll be enough for the Saints, and the offense will pick back up just a little bit. They won't be all the way they were in week 1 or week 2, but I think they'll pick up a little bit to win this game. Give me the Saints -2 in this divisional matchup against Tampa.